Welcome back. We'll see how these dividends did in the month of May. For those of you that are new, this is the 1K dividend account challenge where I put $1,000 split between 10 different high yielding stocks and SCHD to track how they do and how the dividends pay out and how that corresponds to what everyone talks about on social media. Do these dividend stocks really pay out so much money? Is it worth dividend investing? So this challenge has been super eye-opening to me so far, and I can only imagine what it's going to do in the months to come. But let's see how we did in the month of May. Performing right off the bat, we were down. May 1st, we had $993, and we closed May 31 with $974. So you're looking at, what exactly did I say? A near $20 loss, a little bit less than $20 loss, $17. So not a great month, but the dividends paid out kind of counteract that, which I do love to see, and we'll actually talk about that. But first, let's look into the gain loss so far. MPW, our biggest loser because of a number of kind of not sketchy things going on, but there's a large sum of debt that is owed to MPW that they're not being paid back on, and that's what is happening. So we are actually at $67 at market value out of a $100 cost basis, which is not good. Zim, another one that dropped like crazy. Now Zim actually did drop because their dividend paid out $32, which, what was it a share? It was, I can't remember exactly what it was a share, 4 something a share. And so the price dropped pretty heavy as a reflection of that after that high dividend was paid out. And then ABR down $7. A lot of these have just been moving all over. ABR dropped quite a bit and has since pumped back up. I did purchase more in my actual own account with ABR. That's not financial advice, just something that I did. PFLT has been a banger lately, paying out at the beginning of each month, which I do love, and their yield is pretty high right now, a little over 10%, I believe. HRZN, ARCC, been doing pretty well. Our only 3 positive are HRZN, ARCC, and XYLD, but I think with Zim, we would be positive if you include the dividends, and probably a couple of these other ones we'd be USOI would be positive if you included the dividends. So definitely interesting seeing how these are doing. Another really interesting thing is the cash percent that we're holding is about $100. I did buy more Zim because Zim won't allow me to reinvest dividends. So once we paid that dividend, I put that money right back into Zim and bought more shares. But for some reason, Schwab views Zim as being extremely risky, which is like probably good. They won't let you reinvest those dividends automatically. You have to manually go in and buy more shares. So I'm trying to do that as accurately as I can to keep everything as close to $100, which some of these are still a little bit off. But with SCHD and stuff like that, I will be buying more shares. You just can't buy 2 or I can't buy another one because it'd be $70. So let's go ahead and look at what we made this month. So we can see that April was our best month so far, and May was a little bit of a letdown, $8.99. Now, $8 of income on a $1,000 account, that's still not bad. You're looking 1% gain, under 1%, which isn't terrible. But when you're looking at what we made last month, $37, almost $40 in dividends in 1 month was pretty great. So averaging $10.61. We're supposed to make $127.31. But the interesting thing with this is that we don't have data from Zim. So it's $127 not including Zim's payouts because Zim, again, is not registered by Schwab. They don't predict the income from it. And again, you can't reinvest those dividends. So we'll see how we actually do if we're close to that at all. But yeah, May was not too crazy. We had a little bit of a payout and some interest gained. We'll go ahead and look at the actual amount down here. So PFLT was our main one, came out of the gate with an 82-cent dividend, which is great. They're a monthly payer. XYLD as well, 77 cents. And you can see both of these reinvested the shares. Purchased those, very small, not even a tenth of a share bought by either of those. JEPI paid out, reinvested. That was a pretty good one, 87 cents. So when you're making, I don't know, you're making almost $1 a month from these ones from $100. It really does add up to being quite a bit of dividend income. And that's not including the price appreciation, of course. But my hair is falling out of my head. But it's interesting to see. We did get some bank interest of 5 cents, and then HRZN paid out 90 cents, which is crazy to me because they are one of our only ones that are positive, and they have been paying out those monthly dividends. So they are quite positive, including the dividend. USOI, $2. USOI is decent. They pay out $2 often. That's kind of like their median, I would say. They did have a crazy month where they paid out 40 cents and everyone started to panic, and then the next dividend was high again. But USOI is supposed to have a 42% annualized dividend yield. We can tell by this, if it is paying out $2 every month, that will be not enough to meet that 40% yield mark. $24 total. if it's paying out 2 a month, and that's including if it was exactly 2. It's not, it's a little bit under. So 24 would not be 42% of 100, it would be 25%, 24% of 100. So it is a little bit low, but sometimes USLI kicks it up in the end of the year, so we'll see how they do if they continue that high yield. It's really interesting. That's why I did this challenge, because everyone was always talking about these high yielding dividend stocks and you'll make so much money by owning them. We'll see. So far, like, this has really opened my eyes to how much money you can make with dividends, especially with these monthly ones like JEPI, HRZN. People really hype up USOI, but it hasn't been holding out as much so far. Now it is still paying a much higher yield than some of these other ones, some of the monthly payers, but only time will really tell. ABR, another one. This one is not a monthly payer, so it paid out $3, which is great. $12 a month with a $100 investment means that you are making above a 12% yield. Pretty insane. And we also, with ABR, we didn't start out with the exact amount. We got pretty close, $93. So even above a 12% dividend yield, which Schwab is wrong about. What do they say it is? 9. So they're a little bit lower. They're probably doing like some cautious estimates. And then here's where I bought more Zim because we can't reinvest it. Bought $25 worth. And then PFLT, we got that next dividend starting in June. But that will be part of next video. So all in all, pretty decent month dividend wise. We were down 20 something dollars. We made 9 of that back. Or down $17, made 9 of that back. So still a red month, even with the dividends being reinvested and making that money. But we'll see how next month does. The whole market is a little bit in a shift. I've been noticing a little bit with my own personal accounts that a lot of stocks are doing better. But that could be, you know, kind of an outlier group, the stocks that I have. I'm not positive as to what's going to happen. They're still talking about a crazy market downturn, but who can tell? The next kind of challenge I'm thinking about doing another challenge similar to this one. I want you guys to let me know what you would want to see on the channel. I'm going to be doing some more, not vlogging styles, but more updates with how YouTube has been performing and seeing what you guys want from me with this channel, what entertains you the most. I really like these videos, but one a month is not the best. So if I did another challenge, where I did just 10 more really popular dividend stocks that everyone talks about, I can do some pretty crazy ones like PBR has what, a 70% yield. We can do JEPQ instead of JEPI. I may be thinking about doing that, or maybe doing a penny stock challenge, but that's hard because you have to actively manage that one a lot. And this is kind of more of passive income, which dividend investing has been pulling me towards it a lot in the recent past. So I really am getting more into dividend investing. This is kind of showing me how much money you can make with dividends, even with only $1,000. So I've been allocating more of my own personal money to dividend stocks like ABR. Like I said, I did purchase some of that when it did have that news hit against it and it dropped like crazy. So I'm already pretty positive on that, which I love to see. Not financial advice, but let me know what you guys want to see from the channel and I'll get started on those. I've been loving, your comments. You guys letting me know what you think and what you like and different stocks to look into. I'm not always great at looking up those right away. I do have a lot of videos lined up that I like to put in order. So sometimes they'll be a little bit farther out. And then our next video is 3 more Dividend Kings that yield at least 4%. The first one did really well right off the bat, so I hope you guys like that. I'm going to be tweaking them a little bit, and we'll talk about kind of just some of those insane 50 plus years growing their dividends, which is phenomenal. And at a 4% yield, there's like nothing more you can really ask for. Plus their price appreciation is pretty phenomenal too. So that's going to be the end of it. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch, and I will see you in the next one.